Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Creatnprocess. In today's video, we'll look at how you can create flat headphone graphic design in Illustrator. Today, I'm going to show you how you can create this graphic design in very simple steps. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use rulers and guides to get the proportion of your design. Then I'll talk a little bit about the alignment options, where how you can use those alignment tools to apply it in your designing process. And then I'll create out the base of the design using 2 shades of color. And lastly, I'll apply 2 shades of dark gray and light gray with 2 variation of blue and red color. So let's begin with the designing process. So here is our final design which we are going to create. So let's open Illustrator, and these are the 2 shades of color which we will be creating today in this tutorial. So to create out this design, the first thing we're going to do is to set the proportion using the ruler. So let's bring out our ruler option, Command or Control R to bring out the ruler, and let's click and drag it out. And here is our ruler. So first I'll just align these total length and width. So I just align one around here for the top tip, and other over here at the end of the circle, then the ends of the headphone. So I'll place one more ruler at the end so that we can get that direct proportion. And after that, I'll bring out one more ruler from the left hand side, and for this is for the center one. So let's keep it like that. Now one more thing we need to do over here is let's click on the artboard and go to document setting, and under here let's change this unit to from inches to pixels so that we can do some settings over there. So I'll click OK, and now whatever we are going to create, its dimensions are in pixels, so I can do some settings over there. Now the first step we're going to do is to create out the circle of this. So I'll select the ellipse tool and draw a circle like this. So I'll just select and draw it out. One more thing what I can do over here is let's bring out one more ruler and place it around here, and selecting these 3 rulers, what I'll do is I'll go to this alignment option where you can align your object or the rulers in basic proportion. So what I need is I want these gaps to be equally from both sides. So I'll go over here and I'll just click on this vertically distribute centers. So click on it and it will vertically divide it into 2 halves. For example, if I just drag this down a little bit, and if I again click this, it will align it to the center. Same goes from a vertical or like horizontal. It's the same like this, horizontal distribute center. Now let's use that option to create our design. So I'll just from the center I'll draw out a circle, and done. So here's a circle. Let's fill this up with some color. I'll just choose this color, and we'll create one more circle for the center. So I'll just create a duplicate of it, Command or Control C and Command or Control F. Then I'll reduce the radius a little bit. So here's our width option, and you can reduce the shape over here. 92 pixel is there. I'll just set it to 180, and let's see. So let's reduce a little bit more, 70, and let's keep it like this. So this is our second circle. I'll just fill this up with some dark color, so like this. So now let's create this lower portion of the design. And to create that, let's select the rectangle tool and let's draw it out. So I'll just click from the center of the ruler and just click and drag, and here it is. So I'll just place it around here, alignment on top, and just zoom it in and align it on with the bottom ruler like that. And here it is. And for the width, I can set it over here. Here's the width dimension. So if I keep it around 80, it will give you some thickness. Let's see what we need over here is it's the same around thickness like this. So I'll keep it around 80 pixel and leave it. We need one more rectangle in the middle, so I'll just create a duplicate of it. Command and Control C or Command or Control F to paste in front, and let's reduce the width. So let's keep it to 30. Let's check it out, and let's fill this up with some light color. And here it is. You can anytime go back and reduce the height of it. So I'll keep it around, let's say 25, and let's check it out, or maybe 28. 28 is fine, like that. Now I'll select both of these and deselect the ruler with a shift press, and I'll just arrange it to back. So send it to back, and here it is. Now to create this portion of design, what I'll do is I'll just create one duplicate. Just select this circle and create another duplicate and drag it around here. So we got one, and I'll just delete this out. So we got one circle for inner one, and one circle for outer one. So just select these two and combine them under Pathfinder. Just click this and unite them, and this will be converted to one object. Same goes for here, selecting these two shapes and just unite them. Here it is. Now let's select these two corners. To make this corner round like this, select these two corners using the direct selection tool. So selecting the direct selection tool, select these two corners and just make it a little bit of curve like that. The same goes for here. Select these two corners and just click and drag and make it round like that. Now let's bring this back to its original position. So just place it back to its original position like this. And if you feel like you might like the alignment is not good or something is off, you can just select everything like this. Deselect these rulers and just go and click this horizontally align center. Click on it and everything will be automatically aligned. For example, let's say it was there, this one over here. So I just select everything like this, deselect this layer, this circle, ruler also, everything, just keeping that horizontal one, and just click on it and it will align it in the center. Now I'll just send this to back. This one is there, we need this. So everything is fine like that. And if you want to do some adjustment, like if you see these curves are a little lesser, you can reduce it anytime using direct selection tool. Just click that, select that shape and just reduce the roundness over here. Same goes for here. You can just select it and using this make it a little bit rounder like that. And for this corner, just select these corners like this and just make it round like this. Click and drag because we want a round end at the bottom. So let's keep it like that. This one over here, let's extend a little bit so that we can later on we can cut it off anytime we want. So just select these corners and I'll just drag it down a little bit. So our basic design is ready. And now to get this intersection, I'll just bring out one more ruler and place it over here so that we can get the intersection over there. Now next thing we're going to do is to divide two separate each sections as one object. So I'll select these and just go to Pathfinder and click on divide, and it will divide each pieces separately. So if I check out over here, ungroup it, and I can select these pieces. Each pieces are now separate. So let's select this piece and delete it out. We got this separate piece. And let's see what is this. So this pieces we can delete it out, and let's see others. Okay, we need this one is there. So I'll just select the overall design like this and then deselect this and deselect the rulers and this ruler as well, and we are left with extra pieces. We can deselect the center circle as well, and these are some edges, some extra points. Just delete it out and we got a clean design like this. Now next step is to create out this second portion of our headphone, the side view of the headphone. So to create that, let's do the same process. Just create out for this we need a rectangle. So I'll just select a rectangle and draw a rectangle like that, and I'll just apply some thickness to it. Let's say give 79 thickness, and for this little thickness over here, I'll just create one more of it, and let's give it 3 pixels, and I'll just place it just beside it like this. Okay, now let's apply some color to it. Let's give it black like that. And for this side piece, this curve one, I'll use the pen tool to draw out that. So let's select the pen tool and let's draw it out. So just click, and from over here just click and drag and make a curve like that. And over here again just click over here and just give some like blend it with the design, and then with the Alt press click on this point to break the point and then close the shape like that. Let's apply light color for this. Now to create out this earbud section, let's create these individual pieces. So I'll use the rectangle tool and draw out each of the pieces. Just click and drag and create a rectangle like this. Place it around here. Okay, it should be in the center, so just make sure it's in the center. Same goes, everything should be properly aligned like that. We'll be using this free transform tool to create this inclination of over here. So to create that inclination, let's select these corner points, select this one and this one, then select the free transform tool, and you can just click with the Alt press, just click and drag it down, and it will automatically incline that 2 points together. So I'll keep it like this and just reduce the thickness a little bit like that and apply some dark color. We'll create one more rectangle from the center, and I'll just keep it around here. Apply some light color, and I'll just place it somewhere like this over here. Let's see the alignment. If I just bring out a ruler, and I'll just place it somewhere around this. So one is around here and other is at this end. For the second rectangle also, we'll just place some ruler so that you can see the reference over there. So here it is. Let's see the sizes. So as you can see, our alignment is a little off. I'll just shift this up a little bit like that, and we'll make it a little bit smaller from this side. This one also, I'll just align it according to the ruler and place it like that. Attach it together. Now to create this shape, we'll use the rectangle tool. So let's select a rectangle tool and draw the rectangle. Just click and drag and draw the rectangle like this. And let's create this shape. And to create this shape, we need some roundness at this end, and the corner are sharp. So let's add some points over here. So I'll just bring out a ruler and place one ruler over here so that we can see where we want to put the anchor point. And after that, select the shape. Then using the add anchor point tool, just add one anchor point over here and other, it should be on the shape. So one over here and other over here. And using the direct selection tool, I'll just place it somewhere around here. And now select this corner anchor point, and then using the free transform tool, just make it smaller. So just drag it down and it will narrow down the edges at the corner. So like this, just click and drag it down, and here it is. And to make this corner round, I'll use the direct selection tool, select these two corner points and click this smaller circular icon, drag it in to make the corner round like that. And here we go. We have created that shape like that. And if you want to do some more adjustments, we can just make this corner a little bit round. So I'll just select these maybe a little bit round from all the sides like that. And we'll create one duplicate. First of all, let's place this back to its position. So I'll place it around here. I'll just make it a little bit smaller like this. And let's create a duplicate of it. Command Control C and Command Control F, and scale it down and place it in the center somewhere like this. And I'll just apply some dark color so that we can see that difference over there. And we can anytime go and adjust the size like that. Now let's add these basic rectangular shapes for our color shades. So first of all, let's make this corner round. So use the direct selection tool, click and drag it in and make the corner round a little bit. Then with the ruler tool, I make a section over here. So just click and drag and create a vertical line, and just select that line and the shape and divide them together, and then ungroup it, and this shape is separate now. So we'll create other shapes, rectangular shape for this. So I'll just create a duplicate of it, Command Control C and Command Control F, and just scale it down. Let's fill this up with some light color, and I'll just place one around here like that, and one around, leaving that gap around here like that. And I'll create one more rectangle and place it somewhere around here like that. I have got these one. Let's make it a little bit thinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these, this will be the highlight, then dark, then a little more darker, and this will be the highlight a little bit. So each of the shape is going to be used as a light highlight. So now let's apply the colors. To apply that color, first of all, let's divide each of the pieces. For now, what I'll do is I'll just go to View, Guides, and just lock the guides for now so that we can select only the shapes. And selecting these shapes, just click on divide, and it will divide each of the pieces. So each piece is now separate now. Same goes for the earbuds. So I'll just select this and just click on the divide, and each of the pieces will be now divided in singular shapes. Now as you can see, all our shapes are individual pieces. We can apply different color to each of the shapes. So let's apply some color to it. Now if you check out over here, all our pieces are individual shapes, and if you check out over here, you can see some this shape is not perfectly divided because I have used the rectangular tool to divide it. You can use the line segment tool, directly cut it out, and each pieces will be cleanly divided. But as I have used the rectangle, it has got some issues, so I'll just use the knife tool to cut it out. So here's our knife tool, and I'll just give a cut, one around here and the other around here, and I'll just delete out that extra little piece from there and delete it out. So these pieces are now separate. Each pieces are now separate. Let's check out. So same goes over here. As you can see, this pieces ungroup it, and if I check it out, each pieces are now separated. Over here, let's give some intersection over here. So to cut this out into this sections, I'll use the line segment tool and draw out a line over here. Just click and drag with the shift pressed, and it'll create a vertical line segment. Just selecting that, select these shapes and just divide it and ungroup it. So now these pieces are now separate. Now let's apply the color. So let's apply proper color to this. So the first color is the gradient color, dark gray color. So let's apply it. So for this first shape, I'll apply some color from here. This is the gray color. If you can use this color code, and I'll be sharing you the color palette of this design for download in the description, so you can use it for your designing process. So for now, I'll be using this color code, and here it is. It's the color code. Let's see, and I'll just bring that circle on top, arrange it to front, and for the front one, I'll just apply this color. This is the color code. This is 423E32. So I'll just apply it, and here it is. This is the color code, and let's apply some color over here as well. So I'll just select this one and pick this color, and this color code is this one. You can use this. Let's select this piece and apply some dark color. So here it is. It's the color from here. You can use this color code. All of these are shades of dark gray color. So this one will be giving some darker from here, as the light is over here and it's the shadow portion. Let's select this shape and apply this dark color. And for this one, I'll apply this color. This is a little darker compared to these top one, so to give that highlight. So this one we have given that color, and here as you can see, I have added some circular ring. This is for drop shadow, so you can add it. So I'll just create a duplicate of it, Command Control C, Command Control F, and apply it with dark color. This one, this is the color code, so use that color, and I'll just arrange it to back. So with Control pressed, just arrange it to back, and with the arrow, just shift it here, shift around here and place it like that, and it's there. Now to apply this color over here as well, let's select these pieces. So this is the most highlighted portion. I'll use this color. Here it is. It's the color code. Let's select this piece. This one is little lighter compared to that, and this piece dark one, and this piece little lighter, and this one most lighter. So if we check out the color codes, this one, this is the lightest one. You can use this color code. Then for this color, you can use this color code. I have shared the color palette as an image. You can just use the eyedropper tool and pick the color for your design, further design. So let's keep it like this. For the last shape, I have used the darkest color code, and the color code I have used is this, so you can use that. And this one, I'll pick this color code, light one. For this thin edge, I'll use this color code similar to this, and this one maybe a little this. You can use these colors. And for the earbuds, let's apply the blue color. So for the first piece, I have used the lightest blue color, and this one is this color code. This is the lightest one. Then for the second piece, second shape, I have used little darker. You can use this color code. And for the third one, I'll be using this dark color code. So it's all about the color shades we're using to give the depth. It should be a color shade from light to dark, and you will be using these shades to give that depth in our design. And this one, as you can see, is the same color code and everything. And now let's create this wire at the bottom. And to create that wire, I'll use the rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle on the bottom like this. Just click and drag and create it out. Let's give it a thickness around 40, let's see. Maybe we can reduce it to 35 to check out the thickness. I think that's fine. I'll just keep it and arrange it to back. And I'll create one more, Command Control C and Command Control F, and just scale it down. And we'll keep it around 25. And let's give some different color to this. Let's increase the lower bottom thickness a little bit. Let's keep it 38. And I think this looks good. Let's create out this other piece as well. I'll use the pen tool and just create some curve like this. And let's give it a stroke thickness. So apply a stroke thickness like that. Then selecting the stroke, increase the stroke thickness around this much or maybe a little bit more. 1.35. It may differ as per your size of your document. For my design, I'm using this much of stroke thickness. Let's convert this into object. So expand it and click OK, and this is now fill object. I'll create with your press click a duplicate and drag it down and place it somewhere around here. Then selecting these both, go to Pathfinder and just click on divide, and it will divide each of the shapes. Then ungroup it and just delete these last end pieces. And let's apply some color to this. So now our design is ready. Let's apply the color. Before that, let's divide these shapes. Select these pieces and go to divide, and it will divide it into single pieces. Ungroup it, and here it is. So I'll just apply the color, light blue, then little darker and the darkest. Do the same over here as well. Select this lighter one over here and the top one darker, and let's arrange it to back. We can do one more stuff over here to get this highlight. So what I can do over here is I just select these shapes and create a duplicate of it and drag it down with the Alt press and create a duplicate and unite them. Same goes for here. I'll just create a duplicate of it, Command Control C and F, and then unite them. And selecting these two, click on intersect, and we are left with this piece. Let's select these all and arrange it to back. And let's change the blend mode to something else. So I'll change the blend mode to multiply and reduce the opacity around 40. Push it down a little bit like that. We'll do the same over here, but in a different way. Select these and create our duplicate, then combine them together. Then line segment, click and drag and just cut it over here. Divide them and just delete out the lower portion and place this back to its position like this. Change the opacity around 30% like that. Arrange it to back, and here it is. So now if I hide the rulers, guides and hide guides, you can see our design over here. This is the dark gray color shade with blue color. Let's create this white as well. So what I'll do is I'll select everything and create a duplicate over here. I'll just use a rectangle and place it around here. Fill it up with white color. Select everything. Arrange it to front, and I'll just place it around here like that. And I'll change the color. So here, as you can see, I have used light gray shades of color. So I'll just pick the color from here. So I pick this color, light gray. The color I have used is this one. Then pick this color, lightest one. You can use this color for the third piece, little lighter. Then you can use this color code for this one, darker one. We'll use this dark shade. Pick the color, and here for this one, little more lighter, we have used this color code. And this one, this is the lightest one. The color code I have used over here is 4xe and F6. And last one, this gray shades, and we'll apply similar color. I'll pick this color from here as well. And for this one, I'll use somewhere from here like that. Same goes for here. I'll select this piece, pick a color from here. So let's choose some color. I think this looks good. Let's pick this shape and apply some darker color from here. Let's see this one. Then let's pick this shape and apply the lightest color. Let's pick this shape. Let's apply some dark color. And for this one, let's pick some lighter tone from here. This looks good. For here, we're keeping the darker one so that it gives you the feel of harsh light over here and give you some depth. And for this red color, let's pick this color. So I'll pick this one. This is the light red color. You can use this color code to get the color. This one, let's pick this color code. This is the color code I have used. For the last piece, let's pick this dark red color. This is the color code I have used, and we'll be doing the same for the rest of the pieces. So for here, I have used the lightest one and the darkest one. Here also, we'll apply the lightest over here, then little darker and then the lightest. And if you check it out over here, we have finally finished coloring the design. I can pick this some dark color for this so that we can give that little depth to our design. And finally, we have created this nice flat headphone design in 2 color shades. I have used dark shades of color and I have used light shades of color, and I have given 2 variations of red and blue color. So during the process, we have seen how we can use guides and alignments tool to align your objects. Then we have also seen these alignment options over here, so that if you have multiple shapes, you can align them very easily, whether you want it in the center or giving some equal gap between 2 shapes like that. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. The steps were very simple. The only thing which we have to understand over here is, after creating these basic shapes, the color you choose is very important over here, and the color choices we have made is from light to dark color to give some depth to your design. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the next tutorial coming up, and if you want more updates on designing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.